I'm Kareen Levy, and I'm not quite sure where my co-host Emily Dreyfus is. It's not like her to be this late.
Where am I? It should be right around here. No, where is CNET? Apple Maps? No. No. No, that's too long. This isn't it. This isn't it either. This doesn't look right. Oh, excuse me? Does this phone have Google Maps?
Yeah.
Can I use it for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my God. It's right across the street. I've been looking for CNET networks for so long. Oy vey, I'm so sorry. The new Maps app on my Apple iPhone 5 couldn't find the studio, and I've been wandering around the city for hours.
So, wow, you don't know how to get to work without using a map?
I don't have the best sense of direction.
Anyway, welcome to Rumor Has It, the show where we round up the week's biggest tech rumors and then vote on what sounds legit and what seems like it'll never ever happen.
And don't forget that you guys can vote too, so keep your eye out for the poll in the interactive player if you're watching on CNET.
First up, we have some Wii U news that for once doesn't have anything to do with when it'll be released and how much it'll cost. Remember those rumors? A Nintendo rep reportedly told Japanese gaming magazine Famitsu that Nintendo's next console will be region-locked, meaning that gamers won't be able to play titles available in other regions on their respective devices. As a side note, Sony and Microsoft leave this annoying limitation up to the game publishers.
Nintendo then supposedly confirmed the statement, although an official announcement hasn't yet been released. So technically this is still a rumor that I don't care about at all as a non-gamer.
See, I do care about it, and I definitely think that this is true. Nintendo has been region locking its system since the original NES.
Okay. A really quick rumor that I think is neat comes from MIT's Technology Review blog. According to the blog, researchers at Nuance Communications, which brought us Dragon Naturally Speaking, which is my father's favorite software on the planet Earth, that's the only reason I know about it, the company is working on a way for you to wake up your iPhone by screaming at it.
Why do you have to scream at it? Can't you talk to it lovingly?
I guess. Apparently, Nuance is working with a number of chip manufacturers to design a chipset that wakes smartphones up instantly upon hearing voice commands. So you could talk to it however you want. I just think most people are going to say, like, "Hey, iPhone, obey me! Wake up! Entertain me! Why aren't you entertaining me?" Is that not how you talk to your iPhone?
No. As we witnessed a couple minutes ago, Emily is suffering from Apple Mapageddon, aka Mapocalypse. Apple had a hell of a time last week when people realized that Apple's Maps, which replaced Google's Maps, weren't quite doing what they were supposed to be doing, which is work. So the question everybody asked is, when will we get Google Maps back? So far you can't unless you go through the browser and add a little linky to your home screen. Google, which has been in the map business for longer than Apple has been in the iPhone business, is rumored to be working on a new Maps app for iOS 6.
Blammo! 9to5Mac insists that a standalone Google Maps app has already reached the approval stage in the App Store. Hooray! When I read that, I thought that there was hope for me yet. But then I noticed that 9to5Mac didn't cite any sources at all, not even an anonymous one. And worse, Google's chairman Eric Schmidt said that his company has not done anything yet with Google Maps for iOS 6. So that makes me think that the killer Google Maps app is almost definitely not about to be released, and I'm going to be lost for the foreseeable future.
See, I think you're right when you say foreseeable future. Google will hold out for a while, make Apple and iPhone users sweat, and then boom, it's going to make this awesome app that Apple will have to approve. And it'll blow the Apple Maps app out of the water with its awesomeness.
See, I don't think it's Google making Apple sweat. I think it's Apple trying to shun Google. I don't think the issue is going to be getting Google to make the app, but rather getting Apple to approve it. In fact, there are even rumors that Apple is trying to poach former Google Maps employees to work on its own Apple in-house maps from a source at TechCrunch.
I love when it's just a source. Like, who is that guy?
Yeah, who cares about specificity or proof?
Right.
Do these nameless sources sway you? Do you think a Google Maps app is moments from release, saving iPhone owners like me from wandering aimlessly around San Francisco's alleged French Quarter? Vote in our poll while we go out into the streets of San Francisco to ask some other nameless citizens.
With iOS 6, which is the new OS that came out for the iPhone 5, they got rid of Google Maps and replaced it with Apple Maps. Have you heard about that?
Yeah.
And have you heard that they don't work very well?
Oh, they don't?
All right. So, do you think that Google is going to create its own Maps app to put back onto the iPhone?
Well, I hope so because I've seen the maps, the ones that worked before, and they were really good. So
I'm sure if they know it that Apple tried to get rid of Google Maps and then it's not working. So Google is going to come back with much better and bolder plan.
I think so.
I think so. I think they will try everything to get the Google Maps back on the iPhone 5 because I think that if that's what people want, then we will do that.
Yeah, I think so. I think that they are. I think that they're capable of producing something like that, and also making it work with the iPhone too. You know, they can do stuff like that. Yeah.
Do you use Maps on your phone?
I do, time to time. I actually had to use one today.
Well, some people on the street had iPhones but hadn't even heard that Google Maps was gone. Let's go inside and see what the CNET Council thinks about a Google Maps app for iOS 6.
The CNET Council is composed of 5 editors who cast their votes anonymously. Their opinions are not an endorsement by CNET or CBS Interactive.
Obviously, because these are rumors, folks. And the CNET Council's verdict is yes. 4 out of 5 of our editors believe that Google is already making a Google Maps app for iOS 6, and one lonely editor thinks not.
I agree with the 4.
That's our show, everyone. Share your rumors with us at rumorhasit@cnet.com or call us at 1-800-750-CNET. And don't forget to tweet us.
Tune in next week for more tech rumors, and thanks to this week's sponsor, eBay, where you also can buy some vintage maps showing San Francisco's French Quarter.